Hello everyone, hope you are well on this Tuesday late afternoon. It is December the 10th, and as you can probably see and hear, it is raining. It's been pouring all day long, and it's supposed to pour and rain all night long. So that's just wonderful. I'm gonna have to float the rest of the way home, I believe, but thankfully I got good hats, I got a jacket, I got good all-terrain tires on the old Yoda truck. I think I'll make it fine, I believe. It's the other people I have to watch out for, right? Anyway, I have several things to cover. Is Trump in peril? Is he in danger? I'm concerned about it. Are we going to get to inauguration? I really am concerned about that. I saw a little report earlier talking about this, and I'm going to talk about it. Also, the CEO assassin suspect, I'll give you my little take on him. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about that, but I'm going to address it a little bit. And the New Jersey the drones in the sky, or whatever they are, flying around in the sky in New Jersey, that has been escalating. And there are calls now for a limited state of emergency there. I'll go into that a little bit. I have an excellent passage that I will share with you. A challenging passage, y'all. I have trouble with this one in a way. I'll explain when I get there. So it's interesting. So stay tuned for that. First, I saw the story right before I started recording, y'all. In Australia, a Biolab said that they are missing 323 vials of live deadly viruses. They've just gone missing. A Biolab, again in Australia, hundreds of vials of deadly live viruses just gone missing. Don't know where they are right now. Now, the report said there's nothing right now to suggest that they have been taken or weaponized. Well, that just reassures me. Not really. What could go wrong? I mean, what could go wrong, right? Why am I not shocked to see something like that? I should be. Anyway, I'll try to keep an eye on that story. Is Trump in danger? I believe so. That doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be another attempt on him. And some people are going to say, well, Dawg, you shouldn't even talk about this. Well, I'm just reporting what's being talked about out there, and I think you should know about it. Right? I'm not hoping for it. Heaven forbid. Y'all know that. A former Secret Service agent, Richard, I'm going to try to say his last name, Staropoli, warned a few days ago that Donald Trump could be a target of an attack before he is inaugurated. Now, this former Secret Service agent said he's very concerned about this. He said he does not have the faith in the current Secret Service that they can adequately prepare him, or that they are adequately equipped to protect him properly. He said, I'm not confident that they can protect him. This time it won't be a 20-year-old kid on a roof that was allowed to get within 100 yards of him. He says the next time he fears that it will be of much bigger magnitude. Now, this guy kind of sounds a little bit like he knows something. He says the Secret Service right now is nowhere equipped to handle a situation that could come along. That's concerning. And he's talking about before inauguration. Now, I know we've heard that Iranian forces have tried to get to him. They've said in public that they're trying to get to him. And we know there are other forces out there that are trying to get him. Probably the same people who are behind the other attempts that have been made on him. Yep. And I am concerned about it. The other side, I'm going to say this, the left has been eerily quiet here lately. Eerily quiet. Just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm going to leave that right there, share your thoughts on it. But let's pray for him. Let's pray for safety. For sure. All right. I'm going to go to this next one. The CEO, the United Healthcare CEO assassin, as we know, they have taken a guy into custody. It's a 26-year-old dude that was apprehended in Pennsylvania yesterday at a McDonald's, which is weird. He's in custody now, and I saw earlier today where they were transporting him into court, taking him to court to where was it? Yes, in Pennsylvania, I'm thinking, I guess, where they were taking him in for a hearing, I guess, or to see the judge or something, I guess. But they said he was doing he was yelling. And he said something to the effect of, he was yelling, the cops were having to restrain him and get him trying to get him from the car into the building. And he was yelling, clearly this is an insult to the intelligence of the American people. That's what we could hear that part of it. Other parts, he was just yelling stuff. It was inaudible. Couldn't really understand what he was saying. But there was about 5 or 6 cops that was physically taking him into that building because he was resisting then. So clearly this guy looks like he's unstable. Did he really do it? I mean, there's something just off about this to me. There's something about this guy, this whole thing just seems off. Now, maybe this guy really is the one. But to me, it seems weird that if you committed this act and you're going into McDonald's, you're going to Starbucks beforehand, you're showing your face, even if you have a mask on, you're still going out in public places. And furthermore, when they said they arrested him or took him in yesterday for questioning, he had a gun, this ghost gun that they think was made with a 3D printer, fake IDs, the suppressor that was used on the gun with him. This sounds all weird. It just sounds all, why have this stuff on you? Why go into public places if you're trying to evade police? Unless he's just trying to get caught. Wants the notoriety. Wants to be infamous, I guess, for this. He's getting notoriety now. That's for sure. I think it's a shame. I mean, this 26-year-old man, and by all accounts, it looks like he's a valedictorian of his high school, a expensive private high school. He comes from a rich family. College graduate, 2 degrees, I believe. He had a master's degree. He's not academically at least, seems like a smart guy. From what I read, his friends, it sounded like something snapped in him and he went nuts. He went nutso. Sound like the devil got a hold of him to me. It sound like Satan got a hold of him somehow. But if it's really him, then it sounds like he was trying to get caught to me. But still, I still say there's something really odd about all this. There's something I'm not understanding about this. That whole thing. Maybe it'll come out. It's interesting though. Okay, drones. We've been talking about, you've been hearing about these drones / UFOs that have been seen in the skies, the night skies in New Jersey, all over New Jersey. It's been happening for weeks now, since the week before Thanksgiving, y'all. And the feds, our federal government is not coming out and saying what this is. The governor says it's under investigation. Okay. It's escalating. They're seeing more and more of them. People are freaking out now. Police are even freaking out like, what is this? State senator in New Jersey is calling for a limited state of emergency, which would ban all drone usage until authorities can provide answers about what is flying in the skies. Now, it's said that these drones, they only fly at night, and it's pretty freaky. I've looked at a lot of video of it. They look pretty big. They say, witnesses say they look the size of an automobile or SUV. Now, I was watching another video, a new video this morning of a lady who was recording what she was seeing. It looked pretty big. This was just last night or two. She had a pretty clear shot of it with her cell phone, recording it, and she said, that's bigger than an SUV. That's much bigger than a vehicle. And it was flying fairly low. You just can't get a good fix on the shape of it. Round or saucer shaped. A lot of lights on it. But it was pretty good size. And if you think about it, it seems more than just your $100 drone, because if they can fly around all night long for hours, and where did they come from? To have that kind of energy supplied to it somehow. How are they propelled? I don't know. This is a weird one. This is a strange one. And they're flying over military facilities. One of the Trump golf courses. So they're flying over sensitive areas. Clearly. I still, from the very first time I heard about this, my mind went to the big Chinese balloons, the spy balloons. So I believe it's something like that. And they don't want to say it. They don't want to admit that we're just being spied on. And they can't stop it, or haven't been willing to stop it. Now, I know a commenter on one of my videos, the last couple of videos, said that he believes or has evidence or has belief that it is our drones, our government. That's very possible. Probably it could be that or a foreign spy efforts. But if you have information on it, if let us know what you think. Or even if you don't have information on it, what do you think this is? It's just, it is interesting. It's troubling. I mean, how can something mysterious just have just free reign in our airspace without no repercussions, with impunity, just fly around in our skies, and be allowed to do that? I still say if it comes down here, something's going down. I mean, if they fly low around this area, y'all, something's coming up. Something's going up after it. You know what I mean? From a tool. I'm not saying I'm doing it, but we have folks around here that will. I guarantee you they would. They'd figure out a way. We'd have one on the ground down here somewhere. People would be taking pictures of it and video and go viral and all kind of stuff. That'd be interesting. Anyway, it's a weird story. It's interesting. It's troubling. But share your thoughts on these. I'm going to go to the passage. I am in the book of John. John chapter 13. Yes. John chapter 13, verse 34 and 35. From the words of Jesus, a new commandment. At that time, talking to the disciples, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, even as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this, all men will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. I think that's basically saying, do as I do, the best of your ability. I've loved you. So you love one another and mirror my actions, my attitude, my love for you. You mirror that with others. That's the commandment. And it's not a suggestion. It's a commandment from him. I know. I easier said than done is something, people, some are easier to love than others. And I know I'm probably in that category. I'm probably not very lovely to some people. I'm sure. I'm sure. And it's not the romantic love. It's that love that of being there, being there for somebody, being positive, being that support, having a moment for them, having time for them a little bit at least, treating somebody with dignity, respect, at least extending that. That doesn't mean you have to be a doormat now and get run over. By no means. No, it doesn't mean that. It means extend some grace, extend some respect. Usually you get it back. If you don't, that's on them. That's on them. It's not on you. You've done your part. I hope that makes sense. I know it's easier said than done. It's something we all have to work at. It's something that we should strive to improve and do. Okay. So anyway, share your thoughts. Be safe out there. Hopefully you got better weather than I have out here. I'm going to head home. But anyway, let's be safe out there. Be careful. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.